Hello, people of the internet. Ian Altosaar Freedom Astrology once again here and bringing you quite a deep dose of freedom, but with a positive side note. So, a positive, deep dose of freedom for you in this video. Now, we're going to talk about Scorpios. Surprise, surprise. Obviously, this is the Ian Altosaar Freedom Astrology channel, and we talk about Scorpios here a lot. But guys, I wanted to bring a different side of Scorpios because a lot of my videos are focused on how to, help Scorpios through the difficult side of the Scorpio energy. And there are many videos out or on my channel about that specific topic. Many videos, so please go check them out if you're interested in more about that part, how to transform Scorpio energy really. And I was kind of like thinking about it all, and I was like, oh my god, I've been so hard on Scorpios and bringing too much of that heavy energy. Yes, it's necessary, of course, for a Scorpio, definitely. So please go check them out as well. But still, we need to focus a little bit on the lighter side, the what you guys have and what you guys can use in material lives, in your spiritual lives as well. And this video in general is my ode, my kind of appreciation of you guys, of Scorpios, of someone who's very Plutonic, let's say, has a lot of Pluto energy, which I personally have as well. So I'm kind of in the same boat with you guys. So let's keep it. I'll do my best to keep it more on the lighter side. And because this is one of the biggest things that a Scorpio can actually do on a positive side, they can bring darkness into the light as well and transmute and transform it. So there you go, immediately one really good positive thing that a Scorpio can actually do in their lives and with the Scorpionic energy. Again, this video applies to you if you are a Scorpio Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or like on this example, or in this example, you have a stellium, a cluster of planets in the sign of Scorpio. So if you're very new to this, if you go to a website and put your details, birth details in a natal calculator, and you see this symbol and you have all these other symbols in that house, we call them in astrology, you have a lot of Scorpio energy. And everything I'm about to say in this video does, in some sense, maybe some a little less, some a little more, apply to you as well. So let's get into it. Now I already mentioned the bringing the darkness into the light to be transformed part. That's a huge part of being a Scorpio, and that's a very good side. Don't take this as a negative. This is very needed, especially right now in our current society. This skill is needed, required, wanted, desired. Yes, sometimes a bit difficult to do, but still a very important part of you guys. So use that skill. Now, one of the more, let's say, mainstream things, I will start with more of the things that are, let's say, allowed and appreciated in the mainstream arena a little bit more, and then I will move into the more spiritual and esoteric area as well. So deep. This word is, you're going to listen or hear this a lot in this video. Deep research. So once a Scorpio decides that something interests them or is needed, wanted, the amount of deep research they're capable of doing and really digging to the core of things, even to the things that people can't really see that are there, they can uncover them again, bring them to the light. And this deep researching skill, this almost at times obsession or seemingly obsession, can, or I wouldn't even say a desire to do that deep research into matters, especially if they interest you, is a skill that you can easily use in more the mainstream arena as well as in the IT industry. In the IT industry, there's a lot of deep research needed to be done, a lot of going deep and understanding how different systems work. Really good skill to have in the IT industry. Uh, Also, in the therapy psychology industry that are, yeah, more mainstream. This can start to overlap. Oops, sorry. Start to overlap with, the spiritual side of things. Anything, for example, data analysts very much can be Scorpios, because again, in data analyzing, there's a lot of, focusing, going deep. What do these numbers mean? How can we get these numbers? And going deep, putting them all together, being obsessed, and going really deep of what it is that needs to be uncovered from those numbers. Now, very good. Usually, because Scorpios have Leo in the 10th house, and Leo is what we enjoy. So Scorpios really enjoy being bosses, being the managers. So Scorpios actually, and what we enjoy in life, usually we do it out without any kind of hesitation. We just do it because we enjoy it so much. So this is one of the reasons Scorpios really want to be managers. We want to be leaders in companies, want to be their own bosses as well, because it brings them so much joy, and like, even at times, giving a presentation, um, kind of teaching people, almost like a professor type. I don't mean you have to be professors, but giving your team, let's say your manager, and giving your team a presentation, very much a Scorpio energy. Scorpios do like that a lot, and it kind of comes very naturally to them as well, to manage people, to be the leader in the situation. So very good to do that for a Scorpio. Therapists, I think I already mentioned. So basically, anything that really, detectives, for example, a lot of it needs a lot of uncovering, going deeper. Surgeons, again, Scorpio energy, very much need to go deeper and cutting off. Detectives who are going deep into cases, into difficult cases. This is a very good skill that a Scorpio can actually develop even more, but they are inherently born with this skill as well. So definitely, some, let's say, more mainstream areas you can go towards, and you have the skills. We mentioned IT already, got that one. Okay, so let's go a little bit more into the side of like the spiritual side of this Scorpio matters as well, which is a lot to do with, yes, deep processing of emotions and feelings. Scorpios have that skill. They have that capability. Scorpio people are one of the most intense feelers, and one of the most emotional people I've ever met. If they allow themselves to be, and they have, usually they don't even show it to you, but the ability to go deep and feel is there. That's a skill, really good. If you're working with people, if you're consulting, if you're into therapy, if you're into, astrology really needs and requires that deep, constant research, sometimes in solitude, very often actually in solitude, and it needs that time to be put in there, and to dig, because there are many secrets in our society, in our material lives, and you can dig them out, guys, and you can go deep, and you can go to those places where some or most people don't want to go. So keep in mind that psychology, I think we already said, and any type of work where there's the need to help and transform people. So, people go through transformations and crises, and because Scorpios have the skills necessary to deal with these things, especially if they put the time in, they can start to really help others later on. And these are exceptional skills for, literally literally people who are transformational workers. What I mean by that, somebody goes through, somebody dies, in a person's lives, or passes on. They need support, they need guidance, they need help going through that transformational period. These are the places where Scorpio people can really step in. and help. It doesn't always have to be death, but some sort of transformational event in a person's life, like yeah, crisis center workers, for example. And now the deeper side of the spiritual side, I mentioned already astrology, but it all kind of involves tarot, numerology, human design, these types of deep things, taboo topics a little bit that are still hidden in society but need deep research, need to go deeper, are to do with discovering and bringing things to the light from human subconscious. And this is one of the real big skills of the Scorpio energy. You are able to bring in and make other people understand what is deeply in their subconscious. Sometimes you just are there, and with your energy these things start bubbling up. Now this skill is, I would say, best used obviously in working with people, in guiding them, in counseling them, in helping them understand themselves better on a deeper level. But obviously, if you hear that, and if you feel like you have that energy, and then maybe you're developing it, you can easily be a detective, because detectives need to interrogate, and they need to cut through the bullshit, which is very much, Scorpio is so deep and understands the underlying processes of the human psyche so well, and goes to great lengths to uncover and to research these matters, so they can understand what the other person experiencing, what they're bullshitting, what they're saying truthfully. You can uncover these matters as well. Now, if we bring in the tarot and astrology and these deeper areas of the Scorpio energy, we can also start talking about connecting to other realms and even connecting to the dead as well. There is a opportunity for a Scorpio person to really have that deep connection to other realms, to ghosts, to spirits is a better word in my opinion, to energies that we can't see. Very much a Scorpio thing. And you can use tarot, you can use astrology obviously with those deep matters together. And you can even be a person where a person maybe loses again. I'm sorry to bring up the death part, but loses someone, can't get over the grief, and you can be the channel between that the person and their loved one who's passed on already, and you can bring literally help and messages through, very much so in this reality as well. Unbelievable strength and dedication. I think this really speaks to the Scorpio energy. If you have a certain kind of goal and something you care about, but this is when the emotion, mind, and feeling, when the emotion is behind the Scorpio and they really care about the thing, their dedication and commitment to the cause is I think second to none. It's I think the best out of all of the signs. They can go so deep. They can literally go for a very long period of time, not caring about anything out, just focusing on what needs to get uncovered, what needs to be done, and just amazing strength there and commitment. Let's talk a little about also sexual energy, because sexual energy also this kind of deep force that drives us and helps us achieve things in the material realm. And this is, Scorpios have a natural inkling to connect to that force. They have a lot of sexual power, sexual energy, and they can use it actually to not only for sexual pleasure, but actually if they manage to and they learn how to utilize that energy, they can actually use that in the practical world to achieve, usually it can be sometimes selfish goals obviously, but it help achieve these transformational goals in society. What I mean by that is helping other people transform, bringing things to light, helping other people through crisis, and transforming our society in such a way that the truth and the light comes out, and we're living in a let's say a better society, which is very much needed right now, because a lot of things are buried underneath. We don't feel, we don't experience things, And you, the Scorpio, you have the capacity to go there, to courageously go there, to uncover these things and bring them out in the open to the light for others to use as well, so they can actually use these things and transform their lives as well. Now, we talked about the sexual energy. We talked about the deep commitment you guys have, dedication. Yeah. So a couple of you feel so damn passionately, and one of the things here I want to say about relationships in Scorpio, and if you're in a relationship with a Scorpio, or maybe a romantic partner, the thing the Scorpio really needs is your presence, dedication, being there in the moment with them, really giving them the attention specifically. Then they yearn it. They yearn for it. They want it. They need it, and it gives a lot to them. And please build up that trust. Give it to them. Be present with them. If you are, the energy coming back from them to you, the trust that is built very strongly. It's a committed trust that you create there with them, and then they will show you who they really are. There's a lot there. There's a deep emotional side there that you should cherish if you're the other person. And if, let's say, this is one of the things, you should keep things to yourself as well. If a Scorpio shares some deep things about themselves to you or with you, then these should stay between the two of you. And really important to build that trust, build that bridge, so that they know that they can trust you. If they know that they can trust you, then the world's your oyster, basically. They will give a lot back to you emotionally, physically, materially, whatever it is, and they trust you and they believe in you. And you have a friend, lover, wife, spouse, husband for a long time, extremely committed when they finally do trust you. So one of I would say the last things I want to mention right now in this kind of like shorter video about Scorpios is the darker side of humor that they have. And I think this is my personal preference. I do like these scorpionic, a little bit darker jokes that you guys can do, and I really enjoy them. I hope you bring it out more. I know a lot of people can't accept them as well. It can get a little bit too dark, but what's too dark anyway? So guys, I hope you enjoyed my appreciation for you as the Scorpios. I really appreciate the depth of you. I know it's a lot to handle sometimes. You need more tools than other people, definitely. There's no question about it. But once you manage and once you get through some of that fear, all these amazing things, and not just these, there are many others, come through. And I wanted to make this video to show you guys. I know I've been a little bit more focused on the darker side of Scorpio. Really appreciate you doing this work and transforming things. Thank you very much for doing that work and being born with this energy. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed listening about the sign of Scorpio. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, please. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Does it motivate you? Does it give you encouragement? Does it give you strength? Have you managed to learn to use these energies? Thank you very much, guys. Ian Altosaar, the Freedom Astrologer, out for now, and see you again soon in the next video.